We are getting close to triggering a buy signal and markets are not overbought. So there is some room here to lift markets a bit. And what would be healthy if we could get back up in this 56, 5,700 range, that would be ideal. Here's what you need to know before the bell. The market sold off very sharply on that more than expected tariff rate that was put on other countries. And now, of course, we've had that repeal of that. So after that very big drop off, we were down about 10% already in the markets. And then, of course, it took another 5% blip on top of that, during that whole tariff sell off. So certainly very painful for markets. Then, of course, we had the relief rally that took us back up to basically about the bottom of that previous trading range. So we wiped out most of that tariff decline in a single day when those tariffs were repealed for 90 days, and we just had basically just the 10% tariff on all countries other than China. The market then sold off a bit after that kind of relief rally, then rallied back on Friday. This morning, markets will be basically trying to retest the bottom of that previous kind of consolidated trading range. And this is really kind of where markets are trying to work themselves back to. Markets are looking up to be about 1.5% this morning, so we'll see. But we're going to start kind of pushing back up into this previous resistance level now. So markets will have some work to do here. We are getting close to triggering a buy signal and markets are not overbought. So there is some room here to lift markets a bit. And what would be healthy if we could get back up in this 56, 5,700 range, that would be ideal. So again, markets have some room to recover here. And as Trump repeals these tariffs and sees this recovery in the markets, likely what we'll see here is these tariffs just don't come back. There'll just be some type of announcement that deals have been cut with countries and everybody's all excited and we've got lower tariffs with these other countries. We may not ever know whether what all these deals are, because apparently there's like 100 countries now that are wanting to do deals. So we may never know what all the deals are that were made. We'll just have an announcement that, well, tariffs are now, just going to be where they are, and this is just going to be kind of the new order of this, and markets can kind of move past this. And again, with some stability in the markets and stability in these tariffs, we can start getting a little bit better handle on what forward earnings are going to be. And we're starting to see estimate revisions coming in for that. And again, we've got some more work to, Wall Street has some more work to do here in terms of revising those earnings estimates down to account for these tariffs, what that might mean for corporate profitability. So again, markets may struggle here for a bit, kind of be on the struggle bus for a month or two until we kind of work through all of this and kind of get some clarity, some final clarity, I should say, on what the future for tariffs look like, and then markets can kind of start to recover. Valuations, expectations have come down. The market has repriced valuations to a good degree. We've got a lot of companies that were overvalued now trading at undervalued relative to their fair value. So we'll start to see some money rotate within the markets as well. The bigger issue, and one we'll talk about this morning, are credit spreads, which because of the turmoil that's happening in the bond market. We talked about the basis trade last week in the weekend newsletter as well. Went through a pretty good description of the basis trade for you. That's in the newsletter that we just posted out this weekend. But that is going to be kind of weighing another kind of risk for the markets here near term. If we can get that resolved, then markets are going to start having a much better outlook. But for now, at least for the next month or two or three, kind of expect a bit of struggle with markets, a bit of turmoil here, continue to manage risk. We're not out of these woods just yet, but just because the markets are rallying back, we're having this reflexive rally, we're not out of the woods just yet. So be a little bit cautious for now, and then we'll kind of work through this as we go. But that's what you need to know before the bell this morning.